most likely heard this before. Igbo people came from Nri. The real picture is a lot more complex than that. The people known as Igbo today have multiple different origins, many of which are lost to time. We know that Igbo land is one of the oldest continuously settled areas in West Africa, with evidence of recognizable Igbo cultures dating as far back as 3000 BC. However, we can say that the Kingdom of Nri is the oldest known political entity to exist within the boundary of the space we now call Nigeria. It has been a kingdom and civilization since at least 900 AD, if not earlier. According to oral tradition, the story of Nri begins with Eri. He is a figure believed to have been sent by Chukwu, the supreme god, to bring order to the world. From his lineage came the first Eze Nri, called Ifikwanem, and through their culture and influence came out of the things associated with Igbo culture down to present day. Things like Ndi Ichie, the Eze system, Nzenozo titles, the Officer of Authority, the central position of Yam and Cocoyam, the office of Eze Nri, the full market days, and even more. Nri culture and influence spread across most of Igbo land, up north into Igala and Idoma lands, and out west across Nri Kingdoms and even beyond. The stools of the Ata of Igala, the cultures of the southern Igala kingdoms and parts of Idoma land were heavily influenced by and integrated with Nri. And at a time, the kings across Edo, Isoko, Ihobo, Ibibio, and Igala areas had to receive legitimacy from the priest king Eze Nri. There are several things that made the Kingdom of Nri unique and remarkable. The first is that it operated not as a political system primarily, but as a spiritual system where religion shaped governance and social order. The Eze Nri derived his power from his connection to the gods, his richer position as priest king, and his spiritual authority over the society. The priests of Nri and adherents known as Ndi Mburichi, the bearers of the Ichi mark, traveled from town to town, kingdom to kingdom to perform rites and cleansing rituals, to resolve disputes and even enforce societal taboos. They validate or legitimize the leadership of other communities too. The other source of the power of Eze Nri was the fact that Nri Kingdom monopolized the secrets of how to make iron through the metal workers and blacksmiths in Awka, Igbo-Ukwu, and Nsukka areas. This technology was closely guarded and controlled by Nri and its network of migrant blacksmiths. Rather than using this technological advantage to conquer other lands, the Eze Nri forbade the use of iron implements for war and only permitted it mainly for agricultural purposes and defense. So any kingdom that broke this rule was ostracized, and this meant that their food production and access to trade networks would suffer. This made many kingdoms to accept Nri's influence and abide by its rules, leading to stability, growth, and order. We also have physical evidence that backs the sophistication of the Nri Kingdom. Near Nri lies Igbo-Ukwu, where archaeologists Thurston Shaw uncovered remarkable artifacts, over 700 bronze objects, thousands of glass beads, and advanced metal work created using the lost wax technique. These discoveries date back to the 9th and 10th centuries, significantly older than the bronze artifacts of Ife and Benin. This led to theories that the knowledge might have spread from Igbo-Ukwu to these other areas through their migrant metal workers. There is also evidence of trade from Nri and Igbo-Ukwu stretching to parts of North Africa, Sudan, and beyond. This shows that this wasn't an isolated civilization, it was part of a wider, interconnected world. So back to the big question. Did all Igbo people come from Nri? Honest answer is no. Historical and anthropological research shows that Igbo identity developed from multiple communities and settlements over time, many of which existed before Nri rose to prominence. What Nri did was not create all Igbo people, but shape the culture, belief systems, and traditions that became widely recognized as Igbo civilization today. So from your farm market days, your use of Oji, the kolanut, the Ichie titles, veneration of Allah or Ani, and the institution of red cap chiefs, Nri helped to define what is meant to be Igbo. It also created a civilization that lasted over 1,000 years and continues to influence the present day, all without military conquest. If you love learning about this, follow for more content that breaks down our past the right way, and share this so more people can get the full story.